All right, this is my review for Regretting You. All right, so long story short, been a little bit under the weather, but I'm coming back up. I feel it. Anyways, that all aside, Regretting You. What did I think of this movie? I liked it. I liked the movie a lot. But what I want to say is this. I would have liked the movie a lot better if I did not see the trailer. That is for sure. If you've seen the trailer, then unfortunately, if you have good memory like me, the problem is I have such good memory. That's why I try not to watch trailers. I try to really trying hard not to watch any trailers. If I'm in the theater, I try to just look down, just hear it, whatever. But I saw the trailer the first time. I was like, oh, this looks interesting. But then when you watch the trailer, and you're like, oh, they're showing all the story beats, everything, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, damn, like, what's the point of going to see the movie? So part of me almost didn't go see it because I'm like, I already know what's gonna happen. But what I will say is I did enjoy the movie. I really did. And I'm not gonna wait a long time. I have it in my mind. I'll say if I had to give this out of 5 stars, I give it like a 3 out of 5. It was a solid movie. It was good. I give it maybe a 3.5 out of 5, only because I really like the characters. The movie was a little bit too long. That's the only thing I gotta say about it. It was a little too long, and besides the part I knew what was gonna happen. And you know, I think the reason why I thought it was a little too long is because, here we go, I had all the ideas. I had the plot points in my mind from the trailer. I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. So because I've seen the trailer and I remember it so well, I'm watching the movie and in my mind, I'm kind of like waiting. So I think that's why, like, I didn't really basically start watching the movie until after a lot of stuff started happening. I'm like, okay, yeah. But the problem is, look, if someone is, even though the reason why I was still able to enjoy this movie with the trailers kind of ruining it for me is because there's something that's not so much in the trailers is the daughter. There's a daughter in this film, and the daughter's high school life and her coming of age story and everything like that. That was a little bit more interesting. There was a lot more meat on the side characters, I should say, the side characters, her friends at school, and that kept me engaged. I was like, oh, I didn't see this in trailer. I was actually watching a movie now instead of watching, like rewatching basically. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for that. And I will say this: the girl who plays the mom, she's also Megan, and she plays the mom in Megan. This girl, she's very good at being a mom. Like, there's a lot more drama in this, a lot more serious than this. Obviously, it could be a romantic comedy, but it's not really a romantic comedy. The trailer already basically showed us more drama than anything. But she plays such a good mom. I like the mom and daughter aspect so much. So she should be in another movie, but maybe less, maybe more happy. Maybe she should be in another film, but more happy with her being a mom and her and her daughter like going on a trip or something. Like, she's just very good. That dynamic works so well. Some parts they try to go for funny and it didn't work too much, but partly because I've seen it in the trailer. Like, I've seen the parts they want us to laugh at, they put it in the trailer. So like I kind of know, But I did enjoy it. I would recommend, if you want to go for a movie that's kind of just like, if you want to go to the movies and you want to have like a fun, drama-filled, coming-of-age story experience, I would say see it. Because like I said, they don't show too much, but it's more of a coming-of-age story of the side characters. The daughter and the daughter's boyfriend. The mom in I'm forgetting his name in something Franco. I keep forgetting his name. James Franco's brother. I'm forgetting his name. I love him. He's awesome. Dave Franco. So Dave Franco, he's great. I love him. So good. So good. He's great in here. Like, and it's crazy because he's such a funny guy. Like, when they give him drama, he's great too. But he's so funny that when there's parts in this movie where he's not supposed to be funny, I'm like, dang, I wish they punched up the comedy just for him because he's just so good. Like, he's just like, he's a teacher. He plays a teacher. I'm not spoiling anything, but he's like telling the kids they're gonna be late to class, and he's like, I'm late too. Like, just his voice, and he has a certain way he talks is just perfect. He's great for comedy. Anyways, I recommend checking it out. And like I said, the mom character's good, the drama's good. I just wish I didn't know so much. Like, the trailer just, dude, I feel like there was a way they could have made the trailer without showing the I'll just say accident, if you know what I'm talking about. I wish there was a way to show the trailer and you could still show the accident, but maybe you can I don't know. There's just a way they could have did the trailer where I feel like they didn't have to give so much away. Or if they were gonna give that away, just that. Don't do too much anything else, you know. But my theater was packed, so people didn't see the trailer and want to go see the movie. But I mean, they got me to go. But for the most part, if a trailer gives too much, I really don't see it. Even if I'm really excited to see a movie, if I see a trailer and I just feel like there's no point. You know, I'm going for a theater experience. I'm not going to rewatch something. If I'm going to rewatch something, that's like a Spider-Man re-release or something. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to see a new movie, I don't want to feel like I've seen everything in the trailer, is what I'm saying. But other than that, what I will say is, like I said, the girl who plays the mom, she's such a great actress, and she really shows a lot of her colors. And I think that she can definitely be in a not rom-com, she could be in a comedy with a daughter, like a comedy with her daughter, like going, like something fun. She's just great. She's great. She has a lot of good energy. I like her. And Dave Franco, of course, he's great. Other than that, what else am I going to say? What else can I say? Okay, AMC. All right, AMC. This is the first time I've seen a movie where the the product placement is AMC. I'm watching it in AMC. And maybe it was the writer. The writer of the film was writing these kids work in a movie theater. So he loves movie theaters. So or she loves movie. Whoever wrote the story, they like movie theaters. So he works at AMC. But it's just funny watching these kids work at AMC and you see all the logos and you're inside of AMC watching it. Which is kind of funny to me. But yeah, so that was kind of interesting because there was a lot of AMC scenes. Like he's like working, and it's just like funny because like I was watching it in AMC, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And the boy is very good. The same boy, I keep forgetting. I don't know his name. If he's in more movies, I'm gonna learn his name because he's gonna be a name to know. But he's a great actor. He was in How to Train Your Dragon. He was also in The Black Phone. I don't know his name, but he's good. He's a good kid. So he can just keep doing good work, and people will know him for sure. I can see him. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna say something that might be, you might not even, no one might agree with me, but okay, if you see this movie, and he kind of plays like this cool guy, he's like too cool for school, but he's also like really down to earth at the same time. If you see this guy, you see his jawline, I know he's not gonna be, but he could be Batman. he could play Batman. I know it sounds stupid, he's a kid, but dang, if they weren't doing another Batman soon, and they gave him a few years, he could play Batman. Or he could be, oh boy, I don't want to get excited. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. But if they were going to do Nightwing, oh my God. And if you see this movie, he has the curls and he just has like the look. Oh, he could be Nightwing or Batman. I think Nightwing. Maybe they could do Nightwing. I don't know. But they're probably never going to do it. But the point is, he has that look to him, you know, especially in this movie. And he's a good actor too. So that's a plus. All right, other than that, I'll say Regretting You was a good experience, a genuinely good experience. I had a great time with it. Like I said, I just knew so much of the plot points happening. So I was just kind of like watching and riding along until the side character story started popping off. And I was like, oh, I like the comedy. I like the friends, you know. It was really more of a coming of age story with a lot of drama. That's what I would say. And one thing I would also say about trailers. Everyone feels different about trailers. Some people feel like trailers, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect your experience. I think it does. But what I'll say is this. If you have two characters and there's tension, particularly chemistry tension, you know, tension of the opposites attracting, right? The trailer cannot show the key moment when they actually collide. Because if you put that in a trailer, what are we going to the movie for? So they kind of put that in the trailer. So I knew that these characters were going to collide. And it was cool, but I know they're going to collide. You could put in trailers hints of people looking at each other like, oh, he thinks you're cute or she thinks you're cute, whatever. You could do that in a trailer and then like play with that a lot and then make us go to the movie to see the kiss. Don't put it in the trailer. Don't put the part where they finally, you know, like, that's what I'm saying. This movie could have been a lot higher. I really feel like this movie could have been like a straight 4 out of 5, but I feel like it was too long. And I honestly feel like I think it was too long just because I seen the trailers. I feel like if I didn't see the trailer, I would have never felt the length that long because I'm watching something and I know, like in my mind, it's like almost a counter. I want to watch something new. I'm like, oh, let's get past this because I already know what's gonna happen. Even if you show these characters a million times, I know what's gonna happen to them. Let's get to the new part. But other than that, Regretting You, I think was pretty good. All the actors are great, and the next review I'll be recording, if you got to the end, is a movie called Maintenance Required. It was a romantic comedy on Prime Video. So you could catch that review soon. I'm going to record it most likely right after this because guess what? When I was feeling super sick and I couldn't like now I'm kind of getting over it. But there was a day like 2 days ago I was like I couldn't like move. It was like bad. I made some good soup, and I was like, I'm just gonna put a rom-com on, man. Like I was like, it was either that or Zack Snyder's Justice League. I love Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I need to rewatch it soon. But I want to enjoy it more with like some good pizza or something, or some good chocolate. But I can't eat too much right now, so just soup. So I was like, all right, soupy, and then I just put a maintenance required. Spoiler alert, I liked it. So if you want to see maintenance required, check it out on thing. Or if you hated it, you can still check out my review. I know this is going long. I'm going on a tangent, but I feel like no one's gonna see this movie anyways. But maintenance required was pretty dope. Check it out if you want, and you'll see my review on why I thought it was that way. Other than that, take care, spread love and light, and go see Chainsaw Man. Go see some cool movies. Keep the movies alive, and spread love and light. It's Deja, no name. Sign out.